But inflation says, here's where those conditions, how they arrived. And it says they arrived by taking the microscopic properties of matter and spreading it out across the entire observable universe. And so I like to say there's producers and consumers of inflation. And mostly there are consumers at this point. And consumers of inflation like to take data and like to put theoretical curves through it. And they're happy. Like they've got what they want. And you can use inflation to put a theoretical curve through all kinds of data. It works very well. We can talk a little bit about the flexibility, and people argue about what kind of flexibility there is, but there's no question that you can take some data, you can find a curve that fits it well, and you could say, for this curve to fit well, inflation had to have these properties. And that's a very, like, that's bread and butter physics. This is a very satisfying thing to do. I have a little bit of regret that what happens with these consumers is, for the most part, these tuning puzzles, the way they've seen it is they've had a class, and one day they talk about the puzzles, the tuning puzzles, and the next day they say inflation solves them, and they never think about it again. and they don't want to think that their theory that's serving them so well as consumers has these difficult, exciting questions unanswered. So there's sort of a interesting cultural phenomenon that happens where inflation is sort of entrenched in the minds of people who find it very useful and don't like thinking about difficult questions.